for my favorite charity, me. I started out getting enough money to buy this really cool fish tank I saw down at the pet store. Plus, I'm saving up for vacation. Business was really good earlier today, and I've got plenty of change, and I've even got more money hidden underneath my lemonade stand. If business gets any better, I might have to get a bigger money box or maybe bigger lemons. Hold it. Here comes Dennis again.
Hey, Otto.
Hey, Dennis. What can I do for you?
I want another glass of lemonade. It's pretty good. And can you hurry? It's hot out there. Here's my nickel.
Dennis, can't you read the sign? The price is 25 cents a glass.
25 cents? Why, a little while ago, I got a glass for a nickel.
Well, that was early this morning when I was just getting started. The price has gone up.
Gone up? But I walked all the way across the street to get some lemonade. I'm thirsty and it's hot out here.
That's right. And the hotter it gets, the more people want lemonade. And the more people want lemonade, the more the cost is going to go up.
But Otto, that's not fair.
That's supply and demand, Dennis.
But I'm thirsty and all I have is a nickel.
Well, looks like you're going to be walking back across the street thirsty.
That's not very nice.
Well, take it or leave it.
Whatever.
Oh, well. Dennis is just a drop in the bucket. There's plenty more customers where he came from. In fact, I've got so much money that I don't even think I want that little fish tank anymore. It's dinky. I think I'll buy one of those super de-duper deluxe models. Nobody I know has one of those. That'll be so cool. I'll be set for life. And then if I have enough money left over, I think I'll have a pizza party for me. Yeah, a lovely anchovy pizza just for me. And some soda pop, lots of soda pop. Pizza, soda pop, and party all night long. Woo-hoo! Well, at least until my bedtime. Ah, great. Here comes Dennis again.
You know, I thought about it for a long time, and I still think that a quarter's a lot of money for a glass of lemonade. But you know what? Here you go. You win.
What? No way. I've sold all kinds of lemonade today, Dennis. I've made a fortune.
Really? Well, what are you going to do with all that money?
Well, first thing I'm going to do is make a bunch more money, and then I'm going to spend it on me.
But Otto, Judith and I give you an allowance.
Well, yeah, but...
And don't we get you anything you need?
Well, yes, but I want to be set for life.
Life? Otto, you're only 6.
You can never start too early, Dennis.
Oh, gee, I don't know. This all sounds kind of familiar.
Huh? You know someone else with a lemonade stand?
No. Oh, now I remember. It was in Sunday school last week. We learned about a parable that Jesus told.
What's a parable? Is that some kind of a new lemon?
No. A parable is a story. a story that Jesus told.
Oh, well, I love stories.
Well, in Luke 12:16, Jesus told the story like this. The ground of a certain rich man produced a good crop. He said to himself, what shall I do? I have no place to store my crops.
Oh, man, that's bad news.
Then he said, this is what I'll do. I'll tear down my barns and build bigger ones. And there I will store all my grain and all my goods.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Bigger barns, bigger is always better.
Then the rich man said, I'll say to myself, you have plenty of good things laid up for many years. Take life easy. Eat, drink, and be merry.
Eat, drink, and be merry?
Yeah, you know, Otto, pizza, soda pop, and party all night long.
Oh, you heard that, did you?
Sure did. But God said to the man, you fool! This very night, your life will be demanded from you. Then, who will get what you have prepared for yourself?
Yikes! That makes it sound like saving all that money up for himself was a bad thing.
Yeah, you see, the next day the man died. And all the money and all the stuff that he had saved down here on earth didn't do him any good at all. Because he didn't have any treasure stored up in heaven.
I don't get it, Dennis. How can you store things up in heaven?
Well, Jesus ended the story by saying, this is how it will be with anyone who stores up things for himself, but is not rich toward God.
Rich toward God? But what does God need?
For one thing, God wants us to help each other. And we should especially help other people who can't help themselves right now.
Hey, I know what you mean now. It's like when we're asked to bring some food items for the food pantry, or when we take up special collections for others in need.
Yeah, that's it. And helping doesn't always mean money either, Otto. Sometimes it could mean volunteering at church or visiting an elderly person who's lonely.
Gee, I haven't been to see my friends at Courtyard Estates for a long time. So, in other words, you mean thinking more about others than we do ourselves.
You got it.
Now, is that how we store up treasure in heaven? By doing things for others?
Right. Every time we do things for others, Otto, God stores up treasures in heaven for us. And just imagine, any treasure that God has for us has got to be 1,000,000 times better than anything we can buy in any store. And heavenly treasure lasts forever.
Wow, I never thought of it like that before.
God knows that there are things that we need and even things that we want. But if we're faithful to Him, He always provides for us.
Oh, you're right, Dennis. I've been so selfish. I really don't need that super-de-duper deluxe fish tank. Oh, I think I'll just get the little one, and then I'll give the rest of my money to help others in need.
I think that is a great idea, Otto. You know, wow, I'm really thirsty. Now, could I have another glass of lemonade?
Sure, Dennis. That'll be 25 cents, 'cause I'm saving up to help others now. Oh, bye,
everybody. Now, Otto and I will be taking a summer vacation.
Woohoo!
And we'll be back with you sometime in August or September, right, Otto? Take care. Have a safe and wonderful summer. And stay tuned now for Miss Robin's Craft Corner.
Hey, Dennis, you know what they say? When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Bottoms up.
Oh.
Okay. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Miss Robin's Craft Corner. Now, this is the last craft corner for this summer because Otto and Dennis are going to take this big, huge vacation, so they won't be around. So Miss Robin thought she would take time off, too. So I hope that you all enjoy your summer, that you have a safe summer. And remember, our vacation Bible school will be coming up at the end of July. I believe the dates are July 26th, 27th, and 28th. But be sure to look at our newsletter, and I'm sure they'll have it on the electronic sign too here in town. So be sure to save those dates and join us for Vacation Bible School. It's a lot of fun. Well, tonight we're going to do a craft that goes along with Dennis and Otto's little story that they told this evening. You know, it was about the rich man who tried to think that his treasures and his money and all of his goods counted for something here on earth, but actually they don't. He never laid up treasures in heaven, and so when he passed away, he probably had no treasures waiting for him in heaven because he was very selfish and self-centered. We have to learn in life that our goal in life should be to help others along the way. And that's how sometimes we do create those treasures waiting for us up in heaven. And so, you know how the leprechaun's pot is black and it always has gold coins in it? Well, that's kind of what I did for our craft for this evening. So it says, this is a cloud which represents heaven, treasures in heaven. And remember the verse said, but store up for yourselves treasures in heaven. So those are like gold coin treasures that are coming out of this black pot down out of earth up into heaven. Okay, so we're going to get started because this craft is kind of a little bit more difficult than the ones that we've done in the past. So I'll set this aside for now. So I hope you've gathered up all of your supplies. If you haven't, there's time to look at the supply list, gather those up, and to follow along for craft evening. Now tonight, we are going to start by making our black pot. And I just drew by hand here on a black piece of paper. I just came in a little bit and I drew just a round pot. So it just kind of looks like a pot. And then I kind of drew another little lip over here. And what we'll do is go ahead and cut that out right now. So anytime you need to stop this video and catch up, please do. Because like I said, tonight's craft wasn't all that easy to do. And so we will get our kettle all cut out here. So it kind of looks like that. Okay, kind of looks like a little leprechaun hat, really, doesn't it? But here's the kettle. And what I did with these little extra pieces here, I thought I am going to draw some little legs. And so I just cut out just a little square. You know, just like so. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then what I did, I glued most of my pieces together, but tonight, to save some time, I'm just going to tape them to the back of the pot or the kettle. Okay, so looks like this. And he's got his two legs. Okay? Then the next thing I did was I took my white cardstock or white piece of paper and I drew a cloud on it. Okay, so you'll want to probably take your Sharpie marker or black crayon or even a black color pencil, and you'll probably just want to outline your cloud here, because if you don't and we cut it out, you can't really see the cloud outline all that well. So what I'm doing is just drawing a nice cloud. I think I'll bring this little corner in a little bit. Okay? And then we're going to take and cut the cloud out. We'll just follow that outside of the outline. Okay, we'll get that going. Like so. I'm trying to hurry for the sake of our photographer tonight. Goodness, he's been here working hard, hours, long hours, taping Dennis and Otto with their little story tonight, which I thought was a really good Bible story. And we found out another word for Bible story. It's called a parable. And I don't think Otto quite knew that a story that Jesus told in Bible days was called a parable. So he learned a new word tonight too. Remember, he thought it was, for some reason, a lemon. So that's Otto. Okay, we'll set that aside. So we have our cloud now. And if you'd like, we can go ahead and write on our cloud. And we want to write treasures. So we'll make that treasures in heaven. V-E-N. So we spell treasures T-R-E-A-S-U-R-E-S, and the word in, I-N, heaven, H-E-A-V-E-N. So we put that on our cloud. Now the next thing we want to do, you know how we taped or glued the feet to the back of the kettle? The next thing we want to do, hopefully you've got 6 different colors of ribbon, all cut out to about 6 inches each. That's how much I did. So what you want to do on the back of your kettle, you kind of want to lay your ribbons down, and you can space them out. Since there's 6 of them, we can't really go middle and then out. We just kind of space them out to where they look pretty good, pretty evenly spaced, because once you get your little gold coins on the ribbon, you want to just make sure that you've got enough room for those coins to show. Okay? So what you can do now is just take tape, or I used glue because I was at home and I had a little bit more time. But for tonight's sake, I'm just going to tape these ribbons down. And you can do the same. Tape will hold them real well for, quite some time. So I taped these ribbons down. Then the next thing I'm going to do is, see my cloud? I'm going to lay it face down, but make sure that you have your words upside down, because we're going to lay the cloud underneath the ribbons, because we are going to tape our ribbons to the back of the cloud. So you want the words upside down, because if we go to turn it over and you didn't put your words, like lay them upside down like this, you'd have it wrong when you got your craft put together. Okay? So I hope that makes some sense to you. So right now I'm just going to tape down these ribbons to the back of the cloud. And I'm going to try to get them straight if I can. Already got a mess, don't I? Well, messes happen. Can straighten that out. Okay? Maybe take one piece of tape at a time to do it, instead of trying to tape down 2 ribbons at once. Okay, so now when I pick this up, you're going to see that our treasures in heaven is right side up. Okay? So the next thing we're going to do, I hope you were able to find like a 50-cent piece or even a lid from a juice bottle that you can use for your gold coins. Miss Robin had a nice punch at home, and that really helped. So you need 6 of these little gold coins. Okay? We got that. I've got all 6 of mine done. Now we're going to write on it the first gold coin. You want to put the word but, B-U-T. B-U-T. And then the second coin, we want to put the word store, S-T-O-R-E. But store up for. So we want to put the word up and then for right underneath it. And the next word is yourselves. So that's kind of a long word. So going to have to write a little smaller. Yourselves. The next word is treasures. And the last coin, in heaven. So we want to spell out the word in and then heaven right underneath of it. Hopefully you can see this. Since we don't really have an overhead camera, it's kind of hard sometimes for you at home, isn't it? So, on the first one we have but, B-U-T, store, S-T-O-R-E, the word up, U-P, and for, F-O-R, yourselves. It's Y-O-U-R-S-E-L-V-E-S. The next coin has the word treasures, T-R-E-A-S-U-R-E-S. And the last coin should have the words in, I-N, heaven, H-E-A-V-E-N. Now these, I'm going to go ahead and use, if you have these nice little glue dots, they really work well on this craft. So our first coin that has the word but on it, we kind of want to put that little, if I can get it here. Yep, I got it. The little glue dot kind of up towards the top and kind of in the center of the coin. You want to put it on the back because we're going to put the word but down here and we want to attach it to that ribbon, okay? The next coin with the word store on it, we want to do the same thing, like about right in the middle up toward the top. And we want to put the word store up just a little bit because we want to store up our treasures in heaven. So that's how we want our coins to kind of go, like they're going up towards heaven. Okay? The next coin, the third coin, has the words up for. So do the same thing. your glue dot or your glue. You can use Elmer's glue on this too. You just need a little dot of it. Okay? Store up for the fourth coin yourselves. Okay? Make sure. And treasures is on the fifth coin. Okay? So we're actually gluing them to those ribbons. Okay? In heaven is our last coin to put on our last ribbon. Okay? And that's going up toward heaven. Okay? Now, I also have a ribbon that I've cut like about 6 inches. And we're going to also tape that down to the back so we can have something to hang our little treasure up with. So once again, I just tape that and just kind of make a loop and tape on top of that. Okay? Well, we are all done now tonight with tonight's craft. And here's what it looks like. Treasures in heaven, but store up for yourselves treasures in heaven. And remember how we do that. We be kind to one another, we are helpful to one another, and most of all, we ask Jesus into our heart and ask for his forgiveness so we can one day store up wonderful treasures in heaven. Well, that's all for tonight, and this has been so much fun to come into your homes to do crafts with you. Now, take care, have a great summer, and we'll see you when Dennis, Otto, and I return back from vacation. Bye, everyone.